Dan the Natural Man Show. Okay, everybody, it's another Monday. I hope everyone had a good Monday today. Yesterday's video was about the diet for longevity, which is a diet that I talk about. It's a diet that research is finding more and more evidence that this diet is the way to go if you want to be as healthy as possible. So today I just want to do a continuation of some more real world evidence that this diet is the way to go if your goal is to live longer, but more importantly to have a longer health span like we talked about yesterday. Health span is simply your good health is maintained for a longer period of time. So if you live to be 80 years old, you can live to be 80 years old in good health. That is the goal. I don't think many of us want to live a long time if the last 10 years were ill health. So maybe you guys have heard of the blue zones. But here's an interesting write-up. It's called Reverse Engineering Longevity. Excuse me. They have found 5 places around the world that they call blue zones because people that live in these places live longer and have a longer health span than other areas of the world. So they teamed up with National Geographic to find the world's longest lived people and study them. We knew most of the answers lied within their lifestyles and environment. Then we worked with a team of scientists to find pockets of people around the world with the highest life expectancy or with the highest proportions of people who reach age 100. So the 5 places, the Barbagia region of Sardinia, mountainous highlands of inner Sardinia with the world's highest concentration of male centenarians, people who live in good health for a lot longer than most people in the world. Number 2 is Icaria, Greece, an island where this island has one of the world's lowest rates of middle age mortality and the lowest rates of dementia. Dementia is pretty prevalent in America. The Nicoya Peninsula of Costa Rica, world's lowest rates of middle age mortality, second highest concentration of male centenarians again. The Seventh-day Adventists, highest concentration is around the Loma Linda, California. They live 10 years longer than their North American counterparts. And number 5 is Okinawa, Japan. Females over 70 are the longest lived population in the world. So what do they find about these people? Of course, the first thing, we're talking about diet. We're trying to keep it related to diet. They eat a plant-based diet, plant-centered diet. They found that these people, if they ever eat off their diet, it was only around holidays like birthdays and other holidays. That's the only time they may eat a little bit of meat, but most of the year they're eating plant-based foods and very little animal foods. They have other lifestyle practices that they use to live longer, move naturally. In most of these countries they don't have a gym membership, but their life is set up where they're active all day. Like they have gardens, they have to walk to get to town. They don't have a lot of mechanical conveniences like we do. So they had to do housework and yard work, and with more labor-intensive yard work and housework. These people have a purpose. They have a purpose. Why do they wake up in the morning? They have a reason why they wake up in the morning. Knowing your sense of purpose is worth up to 7 years of extra life expectancy. Jesus, really? I think we all should start trying to figure out our life purpose to give us 7 more years, right? Downshift. Number 3 is a downshift. What are we talking about here? Stress. The people who live in the blue zones experience stress. But it says what the longest lived people have that we don't have, and what I try to teach, is they have practices that shed the stress. For example, Okinawans take a few moments each day to remember their ancestors. Adventists pray. Icarians take a nap, and Sardinians do a happy hour. That sounds great. But the happy hour probably doesn't include alcohol. I don't know. The 80% rule. They only eat till they're 80% full. That's one we all could learn from. Man, a lot of times they eat way too much, even though it's plant-based. They drink wine after 5. They drink 1 to 2 glasses a day. They belong. They have family ties. They have close friends. Their communities are close. It's a lot. In America, it seems we're getting away from close communities. We don't even know our neighbors. And a lot of us, even our families aren't that close. Or our families are kind of close, but they move off for work. They might live 1,000 miles away. Definitely connectedness to other people, the connection. We don't really... America's really bad at that. You know, it makes you feel lonely and isolated. It's not good for your health. Research shows that attending faith-based services 4 times a month will add 4 to 14 years of life expectancy. Number 8, loved ones first. Successful sanitarians in the blue zones put their families first. They commit to a life partner, which got to 3 years life expectancy. Do you think your life partner is going to give you 3 years life expectancy? I hope so. But some of us get life partners that probably add more stress, right? That's another thing we have to look at. So that's some of the, and it goes on to say, to make it to age 100, you have to win the genetic lottery. But most of us have the capacity to make it well into our early 90s and largely without chronic disease. As the averages demonstrate, the average person's life expectancy could increase by 10 to 12 years by adopting a blue zones lifestyle. Yes, so plant-based diet combined with some of these other factors can help us live longer, and most importantly, with a lot less chronic disease. So if you like the video, like it and share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my page, danthenaturalman.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.